Okay, so bleeding ulcers and type A influenza. Seems like the perfect time to introduce our food critic of the week, Marty Alvin.
Once again, for about the 25th year, I went into town at one point this week, and I stumbled upon a magazine, and once again I found a note in there that I thought you should be aware of. Dear Food and Wine, our Camp Michigania, a family camp in northern Michigan, has long been lauded for its culinary prowess. Our post-camp surveys disclose an almost unanimous gratitude for the artisanal gastronomic experience we provide. The one exception, 4thWeek campers. They complain incessantly about everything. To attempt to accommodate, we sent their remarks to a research facility to attempt to arrive at a common thread. The results were startling. 4thWeek campers have no taste. How can we approach and how can we appease this pathetic bunch? Dear Michigania, don't despair. We've put our test kitchen to the test. The other campers and staff have been almost reverent in their praise of macaroni and cheese. We honed the classic dish to appeal to 4thWeek campers. Please give it a try. While other campers devour Barilla and DeVerde imported pasta, we found a local brand of triple bleached flour called Purina. Gourmands savor their pasta cooked al dente, so there's a slight crispness to the bite. 4thWeek campers would prefer their pasta El Sago. That middle point between gelatinous and liquid. Foodies debate between cow's milk cheeses and sheep's milk. Assaggio and cheddar versus Feta and Camembert. We felt 4thWeek campers would prefer a blander cheese made from burro milk. The curds don't melt or crumble, they float. Forget adding salt, as it would pose too great a challenge for the 4thWeek palate. To season, add 2 crushed peppercorns for every 6 pounds of pasta. As a 4thWeek camper and food critic of unequaled brilliance, I watched the Michigania kitchen meticulously follow the recipe. I witnessed as the campers rushed to the dining hall in anticipation of the magical elixir. With gusto, I whispered bon appetit and sampled the delicacy. Ingeniously tasteless and utterly devoid of any flavor. It felt like a gaseous cloud as it blissfully passed my lips. It meandered through my gastronomic tract and resonantly escaped my posterior cavity. 4thWeek campers loved it.
All right, now it is a privilege to welcome to the stage one more time, Jeff London.
Just a minute, Jeff. Never mind.
You know, we all have a story about how we came to camp, how we ended up coming to camp. This is my story. It's all true except for the parts I made up. of a part in the middle, the chorus. This is actually a parody of one of my own songs. Talk about chutzpah, huh? But the chorus goes like this. If you're not sure you've got time for camp, and you say, make it. If you're not sure you've got time for camp, make it. If that turn when you come to the M, take it. If you don't really bleed maize and blue, fake it. I promise you'll love to be here. If there's something you wanted to do, try it. If a sweatshirt or hat sounds like fun, buy it. And let's try not to tell everyone. Buy it. You'll want to come back every year. You got it, all right. This is the story of how the Londons came to Camp Michigania. One day long ago, we were taking a walk, and we talked with Sue Bernholtz, our neighbor. They had recently come back from someplace up north. She proceeded to do us a favor. They were all wearing sweatshirts and t-shirts and hats from some place that they called Michigania. And since we were alums, she suggested we come, and soon we were sharing a mania. So if you're not sure you've got time for camp, make it. And the turn when you come to the M, take it. If you don't really bleed maize and blue, make it. I promise you'll love to be here. If there's something you wanted to do, try it. And if a sweatshirt or hat sounds like fun, and let's try not to tell everyone. You'll want to come back every year. So we went off the camp the very next year, about the time that Brooke Shields wore her Calvins. And we came back all singing the praises of camp to our good friends, the Fosters and Alvins. So we twisted their arms, used our persuasive charms. We were pleading and yapping and gabbing. And guess what? Pretty soon, they were up at Walloon. And for years we've been sharing a cabin. So if you're not sure you've got time for camp, and you turn when you come to the M, and you really don't bleed maize and blue, and I promise you'll love to be here. If there's something you wanted to do, if a Dove Bar's your idea of fun, and let's try not to tell everyone. You'll want to come back every year. Oh, there's so much to do that I guarantee you will be weary by day 2 or 3. But you won't really care. You'll lay back in a chair and you'll fall asleep under a tree. Oh, we tried out 6th week, then 7th and 5th. Each week campers try to endeavor to create unforgettable memories and times and bonds that were never to sever. But we settled on 4th as a matter of course, cause the Keg-n-Koke here was more clever. So we're stuck like glue to the whole rest of you. Our credo is 4th week forever. It's that turn when you come to the M. You don't really bleed maize and blue. If you're like us, you'll want to be here. If there's something you wanted to do, if a Tootsie Roll Pop would be fun, and let's try not to tell everyone. Cause we'll want to come back, yes, we'll want to come back. We'll want to come back every year.
Anybody else want a postcard? Signed for Joe Schneider? Anybody driving to Traverse City? Marcia Miller's looking for a ride to Traverse